Hello, Detlef.
Hello, Ron.
You're a philosophical practitioner here in Switzerland, and you do various kinds of activities in philosophical practice, and you are the head of the local association, the Swiss Association for Philosophical Practice.
I am, yeah.
Yes. You said to me that for you the process of philosophical practice, or philosophizing in general, is a process of adventure of understanding. Can you explain what this means?
Yes, I will give an example. For instance, if I have a group of people which are attending a seminar of history of ideas, as I have it just in the moment.
You mean in a university here?
Yeah, in the Open University here. Then people will get involved. They will get involved into the same ideas. They will get involved in the way which I presented. They will get involved into the different life situations of the people at that times, into the different concepts they had of the world, and this cannot take place without an inspiration. The people feel themselves, they get into. And this inspiration makes the whole journey to become an adventure of spirit, an adventure of philosophizing, an adventure of our own history of thoughts and of our own culture. So they get more deeply rooted in what they themselves are, but aren't in a conscious way.
So this is like a journey, and it's an adventure in the sense it's a journey in a world of ideas that are in the background of our culture and history.
Yeah. That's what I would say as well. And if you mention the word journey, I would give another example as well. I also made philosophical journeys. I went with the people abroad, also in other countries, and made with them similar things. But I also had the format that I invited them for 1 week, for 5 days at least, and together with other philosophers. So we were 5 philosophers coming there, and what was very special for the people which they could be part of, that all these philosophers had a totally different way of thinking.
So let me see. So the 5 of you went away?
Yeah, we went somewhere in the mountains here in Switzerland, the place where also Nietzsche took his summertime in Sils Maria, and there we meet, and every one of us would present some thoughts of his own, and to a motto which was the same for all, but a certain theme. And so the people could see, which around 12 people or so, they could see how the different attitudes to thinking about this general theme would be.
And what happened in this retreat?
Yeah, it was a sort of retreat. Yes, you're right. And what happened? It was a very, very inspiring way of discussions. The discussions between the philosophers there, and between the people and the philosophers, and between the people who attended the whole thing themselves.
The locals.
Not the locals, but the people who came there. So that was a very, very inspiring adventure. Yeah.
And in what way did it touch life, because philosophical practice tries to touch life, right?
Yeah, that is quite difficult to say, because it doesn't touch life directly. So we are not there to solve problems. Mm-hmm. If we would be there to solve problems, it would be easy to say, yes, I told him to do this, and that was it. No, I think we are there to broaden the mind and to get people to a deeper understanding of themselves and of the world as a human world of humanity. So, and their own culture. So if one feels that one is part of something, part of a culture, part of humanity, part of the whole world, then all these problems which one has become smaller, and also in some cases one sees it's not real a problem, it's just part of the life. It has been part of the life during the existence of humanity. Right. I think philosophy makes it easier for the people to change their attitude to things.
Okay.
And so if it broadens the mind, they see, okay, this is much more important than what I was involved in up to now.
Right. There is a bigger world that opens up to me.
Yeah. And that's why I call it an adventure. So
very interesting.
The world goes wide. What I want to emphasize there is that the sorts of dialogues become very deep sometimes with some people, not with all of them, but with some people the dialogue becomes quite deep, and one sees, okay, a connection is built up. It's not just that they attend the same course and so on, and then they go away again, but there is a connection, and not just a connection on an emotional level. Very much in other courses which I attended in other regions of life, I think, yes, it's after the course everyone is inspired, but this is mainly on an emotional level, but with the philosophy courses, you get it on another level as well, on a level of thought, and this level lasts longer than just the emotional level. And it touches the essence much more.
So what did it do to you, this retreat, or what did it do to other people that participated?
It brought them to read, for instance, certain things, to work on certain things themselves, to attend other courses, or come together as other people which didn't know themselves before. They came together, and also some of them just would give me the inspiration of new meetings, of new groups to build and to discuss certain themes.
So this idea that you suggest to us, that looking at the bigger world of ideas, or the context of ideas in which we live, and in this way opening to a bigger world that is beyond our little petty issues, personal issues, you described how it worked in this particular retreat and also in your classes. Are there other frameworks where you follow the same approach?
Yeah, for me, for me, this format was always a very important one, because I met other philosophers there as well, other philosophical practitioners, and out of this also our philopraxis.
It's a Swiss association.
Yeah, the Swiss association came to exist. And I think it follows more or less the same idea, to come together and to philosophize, which is with each other, and to get into contact with what every one of us does, all the different ways of philosophizing with people. So that is what inspires us till today. We are now existing 11 years, so it's quite a while.
Detlef, before our interview, you mentioned to me the word orientation in the context of philosophical practice. What does it mean to you? What do you mean by orientation?
Yeah, I think human beings need meaning in their lives. They don't just live, but they have to live a certain life. So they have to give form to their lives. And because of this, they need orientation. Which way I want to give form in my life, and what is all this world around me. So they need orientation. There are many possibilities to get this orientation. But if one wants to give a little bit more deeper orientation, more general orientation, then one very quickly comes to philosophy. And I think that is the main thing what philosophical practice can do, to give orientation, not in a way as religion does it, with certain concepts which are more or less fixed but have to be interpreted, but with a range of different concepts, so that one can see what tastes good, what's not. And perhaps I do have my own concepts, my own directions in life, which I found important. And perhaps I can do something together. Perhaps together with others, we could find similar directions where we can, really make a move together. So I think philosophical practice has also the meaning that we should get people to help that they make a move in a reflected direction.
So connecting what you're saying now about orientation to what you said before about adventure, would it be possible to say that philosophical practice is an adventure, a search, exciting search in the world of ideas, in search of orientation?
Yeah, that is a fine
putting it together.
Yeah, putting it together. Yeah,
very interesting. Well, that's a challenge for all of us to launch our search for orientation. Thank you very much.
Thank you.